TGA, we've been around since 2014. We built one of the top competitive academies here in Singapore. We have a very structured program that emphasizes on learning strong fundamentals and then developing on that. Our view is that every student on the mat, as we mentioned, should develop the attributes of confidence, resilience, and resourcefulness, which is not only going to be applicable for making them successful in the gym, in competition, but also in life. What we try to do differently over here is we try and cultivate a growth mindset, not just for the students, but in the instructors ourselves. So we're always, testing, developing, refining, and applying the coaching ideas that we have to make sure that we are bringing the best learning experience to the students. It is intentional in the way that we actually structure the program as well. So any student could walk in, but every student is different. We create modules that meet every student's needs.
We have a lot of kids that come into class and they totally change once they start to understand, they're stronger than they think they were. They actually can be more confident to articulate things clearly and stuff like that. So it kind of has that confidence element.
What we want the kids to develop, as Chris mentioned, is confidence. The other one is resilience. So resilience doesn't mean just getting up after you've been knocked down, but having the toolkit to be able to address the problems that you face, to be able to resolve those problems and be stronger as a result of that. The other thing that we want to teach them is resourcefulness, because as we know, Jiu-Jitsu has 1,000 different ways to achieve an ultimate goal, right? In order for you to be resourceful, you need to understand what do I have versus what does this person have, and that will always change. You're always adapting to the problem solving. So as Chris mentioned, it's confidence, there's resourcefulness, and there's resilience. These are the three key areas and attributes that we would like to impart to all the students here. All students compete very well. Whether they win all the way to gold, they demonstrate the high level of Jiu-Jitsu competency and calmness under pressure. And it's because they all have these attributes. This is what a TGA student is, to be able to have these attributes, to go out and represent themselves and the academy in a way that makes us all very proud.
Learning to learn is something that's highlighted at the highest level of educational policy. So the OECD, which is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, they highlight that in this ever-changing world of AI and VR and who knows what's around the corner, the things that are going to separate and make our youngsters future ready is these things that they refer to as being uniquely human qualities. So things like resilience, resourcefulness, problem solving, but also they specifically mention learning to learn. So we have what we call an LPA approach. So it's a learn, practice, apply approach. So our lessons are structured in a way where the students at any one time will always be learning. They're at the learning phase, they're at the practicing phase, or at the application phase. And essentially that looks like learning a new move, being shown a new move, and having active participation in the learning of that move. Practicing, where you're working on partner drills, and then application, which is where Jiu-Jitsu stands separate, I think, from other martial arts, in that it always has that aliveness, that application of using it in a real life context. Mark Zuckerberg talked about this in a recent interview with Lex Friedman, and he talks about he gets a feedback loop that he doesn't get in industry that quickly. Yeah. It takes some time for him to see if something works, whereas in Jiu-Jitsu, it's very immediate. Yeah. And so with the kids, where their attention has to be, they have to be seeing that instant gratification. So what they're seeing is instant feedback all the time, so the kids get hooked. When they start seeing things really working, or not working, and then it does work later on, we're building that resilience as well, but it's so immediate, and it really sort of gamifies the process, so they really understand, like, okay, this is how it could work, maybe over a longer period, but essentially, like, we need to get feedback, I need to know if it works, I need to apply it, I need to try. What we'll do is, in our kids' sessions in particular, we'll go through an LPA process maybe 2 or 3 times, where we're learning 2 or 3 separate things. But the idea is that we're clearly articulating to students where they are in the learning process, so that they If they want to learn something off the mat, they want to learn something outside, they want to learn a new skill and acquire a new skill outside of jiu-jitsu, they can say, right, what do I need to do? Well, I need to deconstruct it. I need to learn the sections first, I need to practice those things, and then I need to apply it in a novel context. We hope that students will be able to take that skill, that learning to learn skill, take it forward into their own, whether it's maths, whether it's English, whatever it is in school. And so we see that the gentle art and the way we do things here is not an addition to education, the formalized education, but actually it's something that bolsters and enhances and drives their development as a learner in general.